Hey guys, it's Sarah. Let's talk about Contemporaryathon. This readathon is coming up next week. It starts September 17th and goes through the 23rd. And this is a readathon that's being hosted by Chelsea at Chelsea Darling Reads, Julie at Pages and Pens, and Natasha from My Reading is Odd. I will have all three of their channels linked down below. Make sure you go and check them out. And this is the next installment of Contemporaryathon, and what Contemporaryathon does is focus on contemporary books, and this does not have to be like YA light and fluffy contemporary. It can be a thriller, it can be something hard-hitting, with a dark subject matter or something, as long as it is a book that is set in a contemporary time from when it was written and it follows actual people and no magic and things like that, or science fiction or anything like that. Just something that is reality based, then that constitutes as a contemporary. So I'm going to participate again this year and I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the books that I have. So I'm going to tell you what the reading challenges are and the books that I picked for them. Okay, so there are 7 reading challenges. I am not picking 7 books because that's not realistic for me, but I'm going to double up on a couple of the challenges here. And I am actually only picking books from my birthday reading project because I have 5 books I need to read this month. I'm actually almost done with Pillars of the Earth. I'm more than halfway done with that one. So that one's not going to be included in the readathon, but that will be read this month. So I needed 4 more to complete the month for my reading project, and I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do it in Contemporaryathon and pick some of those books. So reading challenge number 1 is to read a book with orange on the cover. And this one, I might be cheating a little bit, but I have The Vanishing by Wendy Webb. And I really feel like the bricks in the house are like an orangish color, almost like a burnt orange. So I'm gonna count it. It does look a little bit more pink like in the skyline and stuff, but the bricks on the house, yeah, those are kind of orangish, right? Yeah. This is really the only one that had any traces of orange on it besides An Ember in the Ashes by Sept here, but that's obviously a fantasy book, so that's not gonna count. So I thought this one would work and we're gonna go with it. This one is actually more of a ghost story as well, so I'm hoping it's not overly, that actually has characters as are ghosts, because I don't know if that would necessarily count, but it does follow, real people and dealing, trying to figure out if these things are real. So I think it counts. It might be a little bit of a stretch, but it's on my list. I'm gonna have to make it count. The second challenge is to read a contemporary that has a dark or taboo subject matter. So something a little darker, something a little more controversial. And for that one, I'm going to be reading On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is on my Kindle. And the reason this can be kind of considered a little bit of a taboo is that it involves a relationship between a teacher and her student. So I think some things are going to happen there, and I think that's going to count for kind of a taboo subject matter. Challenge number 3 is to read a diverse contemporary, and for this one I'm going to read Safely Home by Randy Alcorn. And this one deals with a character who is from China. It's an American businessman and then his roommate who is Chinese, and the American ends up going over to China to help him and kind of figure some things out, I think. So this is going to take place in China for the majority of the book, so I thought this would be a good diverse one. And this one I might actually try to find on audiobook if I can, because this is the longest on my TBR, so I figured it would be the better one to try to get through with an audiobook. So hopefully I can find that, but yeah, so this is going to count for that. Challenge number 4 is to read on a non-traditional format. So anything that is not a traditional book. So it can be an ebook, an audiobook, maybe a book of poetry, just things like that, a graphic novel, those types of things. So just not your standard printed form of book. So I do have a Kindle book that I'm going to be reading, so this can count for that as well. And then if I can find the audiobook for Safely Home, that could count too. So I kind of have 2 options there. Challenge number 5 is kind of a hunt that you need to do, which I thought was really cool. So you are supposed to find a contemporary book that has your initials included on the cover. So somewhere in the title, in the author's name, in a blurb that's on the cover, just as long as it's on the cover, try to find all of the letters of your initials on there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Mine are SMS, so I needed 2 S's and an M. And I found that with The Life She Was Given by Ellen Marie Wiseman. So obviously there's an S in she, there is an M in Marie, and there is an S in was. So SMS, it was pretty easy to find this one, so I was happy about that. And this one is set actually in the past, so it's more of a historical book, but it deals with, you know, people, and there's nothing like magical or anything as far as I know going on in this book. So hopefully that will be the case, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Challenge number 6 is to read a new to you author. All of them. All 4 of these authors I have not read anything from yet, so any of them can count for that. So I'm covered. And challenge number 7 is to read a 5-star prediction, which I think is a really cool challenge for a readathon because it's going to get you to pick up something that you really truly believe that you're going to give 5 stars to. I have 2 options for this one. On the Island is a 5-star prediction for me. It's actually a 5-star prediction that I mentioned in my last video on that for Booklist Thursday. We did a 5-star prediction. And then this one is also a 5-star prediction for me. I have a feeling I'm gonna give this one 5 stars because I've heard amazing things. It's set in a circus, which is one of my favorite settings. And so either one of these are both 5-star predictions for me. All right guys, that is it for me today. So those are the books I'm planning to read for Contemporaryathon. I'm really excited about them. Hopefully I can get through 4 books during that week. And let me know down below if you guys are gonna be participating in it. Again, I will have all the hosts linked down below. I'll have their channels linked, so if you guys can go check them out, definitely make sure that you do. And I believe all 3 of them are gonna be daily vlogging for the Contemporaryathon, which is really cool. I will put up a reading vlog at the end. Again, I'll do a week-long thing and let you know what my progress is, but I'm very excited about all of these books here, and especially because these are books that you guys have all suggested to me. All right, I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.